All right, welcome back. Final round, Super Speedway. So I'm sure we have a full roster. And if you missed yesterday's video, uh, this is the first time that we have raced Challenger in a long time. So we made it to the final round. That's all I was hoping for. We already got quite a few 750s in there. I don't expect to make 750. If we do, great. If not, then we get what we get. And this week's uh, boost or compound. All right, let's get started. 10 races. First one, Talladega. And I really don't use compound a whole lot. Um, Maybe for one or two of the tracks. But aim boost is a good boost if you need them. So while we sit here and wait for the matchmaking, of course, they're going to have a higher team score. Not a surprise. And we are going to be using super glue. It is one of my favorite uh, boosts. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have this one. Seems to be a really good boost. This NATO, but I don't have a lot of those. Oh, let's see how we do. So far, so good. We got a new fastest sector. And we'll be coming up on pit stops this next time by. We're going to go ahead and push. Build that spacing up a little bit. Haley and Phillips is what the rival's using, and that's the flavor of the month, it looks like. I guess I ought to start racing duels at some point so I can maybe get some Haley built up. But I'll just do real well with the Black and Phillips. So maybe if I went ahead and did some duels, got Haley, then I may do that much better. So my thought for this upcoming weekend is to go ahead and probably stay in Challenger and I might do some duels and that kind of thing. Uh, my time is limited anymore, and so I can't spend as much time as I'd like. So I may do maybe a duel a day, something like that. I could probably get away with. So, all right, let's see if we can go ahead and get P1 and P2 and maintain it. And we got another fastest sector, which is always good. All right, I'm pleased. Like I'm just really pleased to be in the final round. I reached my goal, so anything above that's just icing on the cake. All right, so we got one guy ahead of us. No big deal. All right, so this is going to be Daytona, and as I mentioned before, I don't use compound a whole lot, but one or two tracks. This is one of them. And then another higher team score, which is not a shock whatsoever. All right, let's go. All right, we'll go ahead and push. And this is the other flavor of the month, Logano and, well, a lot of times it's Logano and Phillips, but Logano and Black. All right. Now if we can get Phillips around Logano. Pit next time by. Logano probably go by, I would guess. Oh, make a liar out of me. That's all right. Oh, they're all going to pit. Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to conserve as much as we can. Now we're going to push to go on in the pit. If I can be quick enough. Ooh, just made it. All right. There's where they just messed up. We'll go ahead and get this race finished off. We can go ahead and conserve at this point. And we'll go ahead and push. We did conserve that last lap or so we wouldn't have to pit. All right, so now we got two folks out of us. Woo! All right, Michigan. Use Blam. $936. And I keep changing my boost for this track. I just don't have a lot of luck with this track, so it seems like it changes every time I race it, which I know that's not really what happens, but it just seems that way. Look at Phillips go. We're gonna try to conserve as much as we can. All right, go ahead and pit this time by. I shut off some of the other stuff that was using the internet. Hopefully, we won't lag as bad. But for whatever reason, I get the lag every once in a while. I think everybody does it. Streams. Never know if it's my software or YouTube or I know if I don't do live, it normally doesn't lag. So I'm thinking it's something to do with the streaming. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pit. Got a pretty decent little gap there, but he'll catch up. Got a good pit stop. It was under 3 seconds. We're going to go ahead and conserve. Black will have to pit the rival. And Phillips will go on around. But he'll have to pit as well. I do believe. Yep. And we'll go ahead and go fast with Phillips. And we should be able to go fast with Black here. And we're going into this next. Yeah, there we go. Right there. Did it before I could get it out. All right. We moved on ahead a few. And Watkins Glen. So this time, I've used so many different uh, boosts at Watkins Glen, but I'm going to try uh, Energy with Black and, well, actually, Spectre with Black and Energy with Phillips this time. Really kind of throw off the routine. And of course, we get a really high score against a track that's difficult. The random times I do go out to Discord and all, I see people go, Watkins Glen this and Watkins Glen that. So, yeah, probably not one of the best like tracks. And Logano and Phillips. Shocker. All right. So we are going to go use Energy. No, we're going to use. No. Oh my gosh, we got this all messed up. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do that. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Liking it so far. So with Logano back behind us there, we're really just going to have to, at this point, make sure Phillips is on his game. Now we really spread out the gap, so that's a good one there. I like the boosts. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of Spectre, but we'll just do what we can do. like the fuel mileage we're getting for sure. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pit this next time. Bye. Let's just go ahead and push. All right, rival is pitting. Well, at least one of them are. Of course, Phillips will go back around. We're going to conserve because there's no need for us to have to push or do anything crazy. All right. Let's see. We are going to have to do this fuel only. Let's get black on up there. That is the nice thing about NASCAR Manager is we can pit two cars at the same time. We're not going to be double stacking. Now the problem will be is Logano may catch up to us. But with just fuel only, it'll be a quick stop. See, it's less than 2 seconds, almost less than. And Logano had a pit, so we're good. Did that insurance pit stop there, and of course our tires are shot, but not that big of a deal. All right. Doing well. So let's head on out to California. Think I'm going to change this up a little bit too. All right, so we're going to use where to go? Blam and excuse me, super glue. Let's go. Well, we're doing a little bit of a struggle there, but not much. There we go. Now we can kind of conserve here a little bit. And we'll go ahead and do our first pit stop here. And I know Phillips will probably go around. Yep, both are going to go around, which is perfect for us. We'll get stuck behind that second pack, which allows for good Sunday TV as we try to catch up to that pack. And we get ahead of the rival back in P1, P2. And let's see. Let's go ahead. Oh, look at that damage we built up just by going through that pack. It's a longer pit lane here, so it does tend to lead to issues sometimes. We are doing the longer pit stop here to fix our damage. But the rival will be pitting pretty soon here. So we're just going to go ahead and conserve. We're catching up to them. No problem. And they're going to pit last lap, which is perfect for us. All right. Another good race. So our re-debut in Challengers not going bad at all. And I will be right back to fill up my after I fill up my coffee cup. As those of you who watch my channel a lot know that I always have that mandatory pit stop for coffee about midway through. All righty. How are we doing? Moving on along. All right. Race 6. Talladega again. Let's see. So we will be doing our final round for F1 Clash. We made it again this week. Right after this, or 15 minutes or so after we get done with this final round, we'll be doing that one. All right, so let's just throw some super. Ooh, I'm getting low on super glue. And we got a little bit of Spectre, a little bit of energy, quite a bit of blam. Maybe this next race, I'll throw some of these out there. We'll take a look and see. Just for fun. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Bump that little viewer here and we can see a little bit better. All right. Let's try to conserve here a little bit. We got a rival down, or yeah, a rival. And, oh my gosh, they're all coming at us. Let's go. I just wanted to add some excitement. Really? Black? Rival Black, come on. What are you doing? They're all after me. Like this is a race or something. Phillips is struggling a little bit, but he's doing a lot better than he normally does. This is a rough track for him. Wow. Okay, so we got to do something different with Black next time. This is rough. But we'll make it. All right, let's conserve here. And we'll go ahead and pit him. Yeah, we'll pit you too. Be all right. Fix all this damage going on. Let's go ahead and push Phillips on in. We got to do some heavy duty strategies here to get back into where we need to be. So Logano's going on by. Perfect. All right. By their strategies, it definitely helps our strategy. We got to go. Okay, they're pitting. We're pushing like crazy. All right, there's P1. Can we get out past all this mess and get to P2? That's the question. And we might not be able to. We might have just ruined our race. So Black definitely had some issues here, and we're not going to do really good this track, this particular race, unless luck kicks in, and it just might. It just. Oh! I thought we had there for a minute. That just took us out of top three. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But that's not good. So yeah, we're already, I'll say, 2 points down. And to Michigan again. Yeah, let's just use blend. I'd use super glue, but since we're not competing for P1 anymore, uh, we're just going to use some more common free boosts. And I'm not going to use any of these, I don't think. But I'm going to take a look at them and see. I'm going to use those in maybe the next weekend. I got to do some more research on them. And see, this is what typically happens on final round. The last two or three races, we get these crazy matchmaking, and this gets smoked. And I don't know why the game does that. It's not. It'll either be the very first one or the last two or three, and it's really only final round that happens in. And it's not me being nervous or anything. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if we can get back up to the lead pack here. It's almost like the dynamics have changed. So I don't know. Different. All right. So they're using Spectre and trying to make their fuel mileage up when all they really have to do is just do pit strategy is different. Just saying. But I am seeing it's probably getting pretty close to that time because of what everyone else is doing. I may have to retire uh, Black and change him out with Haley or something. Um, but for that to happen, I got to do duels. And it looks like we're probably going to be losing points again this race. Shocking. Um, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gotten that second cup of coffee. All right. And the road course. And because of the amount of fuel you use on this road course, uh, I might try Spectre. I know I just said, well, it's all about pit strategy, and it is. So if I use Spectre, I got, I think I'm going to use, yeah, let's try that. And the reason I'm using Spectre with black is because of its fuel mileage. And I'm using energy for Phillips because he has good fuel mileage, but sometimes he lacks in being able to overtake and that kind of thing. Finally got around that bot. Can we get 3 laps out of it? Nope. I guess we can. Yeah, we'll be on the 3rd lap when we get done. All right, we're not going to get crazy. That bot should pit. All right, starting lap 4. Now the bot won't let us by. That's aggravating. So we're going to go ahead and push and get around the bot. And we're going to go ahead and pit. All right, we're P1, P2. Now we're just going to hang out. Lap 6. So these 2 boosts I'm using seem to work pretty well for me and my driving style. and pit strategy and everything uh, for road courses. But yeah, I see on the horizon where black will have to be retired. So I might go ahead and start racing some duels and hopefully get Haley bumped up to level 10. It'll take some grinding. I do not want to use Bush or Logano at all. All right, we just gotta wait for everybody to get done. All right, race 9. California again. $9.50. Whoa. All right, let's go. Well, Phillips is boxed in. That's not good. Good old California. It's the wrath. So much damage already. And the rivals pitting. Gotta hurry up and get around. Go. Phillips is back there doing whatever he's doing. I don't know. He's being blocked by bots. It's crazy. Well, fortunately, Black is well ahead of everyone else. Problem is, Phillips is way behind, and look how slow he's going. He's being blocked by bots. There's nothing we can do about it. Just sitting there. And still sitting there. Now all of a sudden he can pass, but now it's too late. See, something isn't quite right about that. Last race, Talladega. And I'm ready for a nap. Just kidding. Get that fan turned on. There we go. Rearranging my office, cleaning stuff out, really. So everything's not where it normally is. All right, well, let's see what we can do here. With the points, we're going to end up being the final score. We're going to be so far down the roster, but that's all right. At least we made it final round. And please hit that like and subscribe. We hear it all the time, but really support the channel. That's good. We got around all that water traffic. Now we got a bunch of bots that we got to contend with. Plus, we got a pit. So, good times. And we're doing horrible. Oh, no, we're not going to bet. I don't want to bet. They're going to pit so I can go. Oh, but Phillips isn't going to pit. That's a bummer. We're going to run out of fuel. I thought we were first. Did bot get us? Yeah, bot got us. Yeah, we're just not doing great. All right, that'll work. We're done. Well, we cleaned up a little bit out of that mess. 74 points. All right. Well, that takes care of the final round this weekend. Obviously, we're not going to do that great. That's fine. We made final round, so that's all that really matters. And we're going to be down here in 16th. And in all reality, we're probably going to end up down here somewhere. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. We will see y'all probably, oh, 30 minutes or so. Should be out. Um, Final round for F1 Clash. Good luck, everybody. Bye.